from lunch to his AA because I've got to go with my school friend who's having an abortion. The woman's like, of course you do, honey. What do you need? Do you need any money? Do you have enough money? All this kind of stuff. I mean, there were social issues that wasn't even a term. This is a
so you're saying they didn't even care?
It didn't. No, I mean, didn't even register. No, I mean, I'm a 16-year-old intern. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't come back from lunch, and then I got to catch the bus back to school. So and it was that easy. And it was that it was a non-issue.
Now, this friend who got pregnant.
All right.
I'm kidding, but
there were plenty of my friends. I mean, but think about that. I mean, that was like 30 years ago, and the world has changed to the point where, I mean, you know, that is Jack Kemp's office. Think about that now.
But this is why I'm not hopeful. Masturbating fetuses, we're going in the wrong.
No. That's what he said. He said,
I know, but I'm saying, but I don't think that is the trend of the party, for God's sake.
No,
I mean,
look,
absolutely.
Here's an easy rule of thumb. Anytime a Republican says something weird or inappropriate about rape or masturbation, it all comes back to the issue of wanting to outlaw abortion. What Burgess was getting at in his own wacky, bizarre way was he was trying to propagate this argument that conservatives have that fetuses feel pain and therefore we can't allow abortion.
And pleasure.
Well,
that's what. No,
he was just riffing.
That's why he got to the masturbation.
Who knows what was on his mind to wind up there? But that was exactly the argument.
No, that's what it was. Is that if he wanted to make the argument, we should. Right, limit abortion because they can feel pain.
If that is the case, then they're just never going to win an election again.
And I agree with you. But this wasn't the case of arguing that the outlaws on abortion that House Republicans just passed wasn't strict enough because it cut off at 20 weeks, and Burgess was arguing you got babies jerking off.
But this is in the House. This is not, I mean...
But explain to me, but this man is an OBGYN. Explain to me the cognitive dissonance of a man who must have...
He's a Republican. That is...
That's not fair.
That's what it's
okay. No, I know, but tell me why that's not fair.
No, because I mean, you cannot brand the whole party with this guy as a.
Who on the left ever says shit like this?
Okay, I agree that the stupidest people on this particular subject are definitely Republicans.
And what about the environment? Where are the stupidest people on that subject?
Let's stick with the at hand.
Well,
but seriously, I just can't believe that this won't be a tipping point for the rest of the party to say. I mean, you've got people like Bob Dole who's like saying, you know, let's just hang a sign on the party and say closed for repairs. I mean, surely this has got...
But I asked about global warming and the environment because, you know, they pin this on breakthroughs in science. That's how they know that the fetus can feel pain and pleasure. The one area of science they believe in.
Nobody's
sorry, climate change. If only the environment was caused by sluts fucking, we could deal with that.
That guy obviously went to a very, very special medical school because nobody's trying to cite that.
Well, now that we've
widespread science.
Now that we've established that fetuses masturbate, the question becomes, to what? I mean, masturbation just doesn't happen, as we know. How do they get off? Well, we found it. It's barely Fetal magazine, and.
Oh, my Lord.
Here are some of the articles inside of Barely Fetal. The Girls of Cedar Sinai. Fetal position, overrated? Thinking of developing organs? Read this first. Vaginas, we all love them, but what do they look like on the outside? Turn your uterus into a man cave. Kim and Kanye's baby still hot at 2 weeks. And are you smarter than Michelle Bachmann? If you're in your 3rd trimester, the answer may surprise you.